Yeah.
Raise your hands if you were on last week's call. Look at this.
Awesome,
This is crazy.
Yeah.
And if you weren't on last week's call, you missed a really good call. I was on fire. I was so passionate. I was yelling. We'll do a quick recap of my notes from last week, so maybe some of you can help. But we're at 6:02. Just kind of jump on as they go. Let me mute all of you because let me hear some background noise. Remember how to do that now?
Yeah.
I think you need to go over here. Okay, we've muted the line, but you still have the capability to unmute, so many things have happened since last week. Can y'all feel the shift? Have some of y'all really have understood the power of the spoken word? It's crazy. If you're brand new, you guys are gonna kind of get the fast version of this. I know that we have mostly business builders on this call, but there's probably a few stragglers that have no idea what Paul and Annette do. And you've been invited to this Zoom call, so we want to welcome you. And I promise that anything that we teach is completely universal. It makes no difference if you are in our business or if you're not in a business, if you're on our team or not on our team. It's just universal life principles regarding money consciousness. And once you can grasp the awareness of what we're saying, then your business will shift, because many of you are like, that was the missing piece, Lynette. That was the missing piece that I needed. And it's just phenomenal to see all of y'all blossom, to see all of you change and grow over the last week. Pretty good stuff. So I know many of you will probably have some questions along the way, but as I talk, this is going to be a little bit more organic. You know how I kind of roll. It's just whatever the spirit runs through me, whatever is being divinely led, I just talk. I just go. And then, so if you have questions, just kind of do this, and then hopefully I'll see you.
So last week, it was passionate. It was focused. It was kind of the foundation of everything that we're going to layer on, and really it set the tone for.
Well, let me draw this. Go ahead, keep going.
It set the tone for really absorbing the information that we're talking about. And the reason we're doing this is because we are doing a weekly team mastermind call with whoever is open to being part of it for the duration of what our company is doing, which is the 90-day game plan, which I think today is day 45, so we're exactly halfway, which is really cool. So
we're in week 7, but the thing with Paul and I is that we're not going to be talking about the 90-day game plan. You have the book. You know how to read the book. But we're going to talk about things that's not talked about in the book. Does that make sense? And if you're not in my company, don't worry. You don't need to know this anyway.
And what's cool is that the stuff that we talk about, like she said, it's universal. It can be applied to anything: business, health, life, family, relationships, anything. It doesn't matter. So.
Okay. So really quickly, last week, what we talked about, you remember the triangle? The top of the triangle was the superconscious.
The 3 minds.
The 3 minds. And then the subconscious and the conscious. This is an important triangle to understand because the subconscious is where everybody gets messed up in life. It's what's been taught to you when you were a child, childhood beliefs, religious beliefs. And if you can't remove what we call the rocks, remember, because
that garden, your mind is a garden, and a lot of times when we're not able to achieve the goals that we set for ourselves, because the garden is not fertile, the soil is not fertile, it's full of rocks, and there's no good topsoil. So we're trying to work out those rocks to make space for the good fruits.
Okay, so when your subconscious mind is polluted, and you've got so many rocks in the subconscious mind, you can no longer hear your intuition. You can no longer hear what you want to call God. You cannot hear your higher self from the superconscious. So we're going to unblock a few things, and we're going to tell you how to reach that super highway so you can start grasping things from the super conscious, that higher self, your God conscious, if you will, Buddha conscious, so then you can start pulling that down into your subconscious and move your business, move your life. And some of you are looking at me like I have no idea what they're talking about. Don't worry. Don't worry. I promise it'll make sense. Last week, if you watched last week, you're going, okay, I'm with you. I get it. I know what you guys are talking about.
So we talked about the three minds. We talked about the law of non-resistance and how you need to kind of be in a state of knowing when you're setting goals for yourself or you're achieving that it already is. It's not coming. It's not in the future. It is now. And that way you can tap into the super highway and the super conscious to get all the answers that you need to take the action that you're looking to take.
Because here's the deal. This is what's happening. And we're going to go into our training in just a minute. I just want to kind of give you a framework or foundational framework of what's happening to all of us, me included. When we have self-doubt, when we have fear, we don't feel worthy enough to do anything in life. Whether it's in our case, in our business, we can't reach a certain rank, we can't reach a certain level, or our business isn't growing. We have all the, what I call monkey train, the crazy train. It is because your subconscious mind is blocked. It's blocked. And we're going to teach you how to unblock that with techniques. Because what's happening, if you've been following me on some of my Facebook pages, we've been talking about the power of the spoken word. The power of the spoken word is what's messing all of us up regarding the subconscious. And when everything is clean, when everything is clear, when your garden is clear, then you can reach a new level, new self-development level in your business, new self-development in your life, new self-development in your relationships. So then you can hear what you need to do next. You can hear what action step you need to take next. Because some of you are like, I don't know what to do next. That's because you can't hear. You can't hear. So let me get into this, because tonight's training is going to be about energy and magnetism. And this is going to blow your mind. Energy and magnetism.
And we talked about in the past that, one of the rules of the game of life really is energy first, techniques and mechanics second. When people are approaching the work in their business and they're seeing that it's not working, a lot of times they get frustrated because functionally they think they're doing the right thing, but behind the scenes, energetically, they might not have the right attitude. They might not have the right magnetism, the right attractor factor, the right connection to the superconscious that we all need to really make our efforts impactful to grow the business and flourish the way we're expecting.
So when we're talking about energy and magnetism, we need to understand our own personal energy. We need to understand our own personal energy, because our words, the words that are coming out of our mouth, that we're personally speaking out loud. I'm talking about idle words, your affirmations, when you speak to your husband, when you speak to your team members, when you speak to your friends, we're creating with the power of the spoken word. But here's what we don't understand, is that our energy actually determines the words that are coming out of our mouth. If you have low energy, let me give you an example. If I have a friend who is overweight, they're obese, they smoke, they're eating a bad diet, their energy is low, their vibration is low, what comes out of their mouth? Can you imagine what's coming out of their mouth versus someone who is physically fit, who is eating nutritious foods, who is drinking water, who is exercising? The words that are coming out of their mouth have a different vibration, different energy. Is this making sense so far? Okay. So what we're going to teach you tonight is to develop a new awareness. We're going to develop a new level of awareness. I'm going to give you an example. Because we need to start recognizing, actually, I want you to write these three down, write these three things down, because once you connect the dots, because I know that none of this is really making sense right now, but I promise it will. We'll connect everything. The three things that we need to be aware of is visualize, vocalize, and emotionalize. Let me repeat that. Visualize, vocalize, and emotionalize. This is basically seeing, we're speaking, and we are feeling, right? When you are visualizing, you're seeing things. When you're vocalizing, you are speaking things. And then, of course, you have emotionalize, and you're feeling things. This is when we're talking about manifestation. We're manifesting things in our life, manifesting the business that we want, manifesting the love that we want, manifesting the health that we want. It's these three things right here, and we're going to connect everything. So stay with me. Stay with me. I promise it'll all make sense. But Paul and I are going to teach you a new level of awareness, because when you develop this new level of awareness of how to do this, your life shifts, your life changes, things start coming into order. Everything's in divine and perfect order. You just don't know that yet because you haven't connected the dots, and we're going to connect the dots. So stay with me. So go ahead.
Well, real quick. So in the same line, we're talking about visualizing, vocalizing, and then emotionalizing, if that's a word, to manifest what we want. But don't think for a second that you're not already doing it. There are a few ways to grow your garden. One of them is to let the weeds take over. This is an automatic thing. You don't have to plant weeds and hope that they grow. They will grow if you don't do anything. What the work comes in is pulling those weeds out. How fast can you pull them out? And how fast can you replace it with something that is life-giving, that is nourishing, that is creating abundance in the garden, right? So when we're talking about visualizing, vocalizing, and emotionalizing, you're already seeing a picture. You're already seeing a picture of how you think things will turn out. You're already saying things to yourself about how things are currently or how they're going to turn out, and you are already feeling the feelings of either what's happening now or what's going to happen. And not always are those the life-giving, nourishing thoughts and feelings and pictures and affirmations that we should be cultivating. A lot of times there are weeds, and then they sneak in and take over the garden. You wonder what happened to the garden? Why is it full of rocks and weeds? And then now how do I start again? Well, the good news is you can choose what to visualize. You can choose what to say, and you can choose what to feel, but it has to be a conscious, disciplined effort in the beginning until it starts to feel almost automatic. Now, we know that you will never grow a garden of abundance automatically. We know that it always takes work to cultivate and flourish in that way.
That's a good point, because in Think and Grow Rich, if everyone has this book, because again, this is the book that we're all reading, particularly chapters 1 through 4. But in this book, it talks about that when you're referring to money consciousness, it takes discipline and action. It actually says in here, you have to work at money consciousness. Poverty consciousness automatically comes in, right? It automatically comes in, and you don't even have to try. But you have to have discipline. You have to have the devotion, if you will, to think differently, to think about money, to think about a growing business, a thriving business. It takes work to do that part. But here's the thing. And we're talking about energy and magnetism. I'm going to tie all this together, so stay with me. That when your energy is high, you begin to attract the right people to you to build your business for you and with you. You begin to attract opportunities that open up so that you can meet the people that you need in your business to thrive with you in this business, or that love relationship. Your energy must be in alignment first. And I'm going to show you how to do that, because many of us intellectually understand that. Yeah, okay, I get it. My energy needs to be high. I understand law of attraction, but I still can't do it, Lynette. I still can't attract those aces for my business. I still can't attract the love life in my business. I still can't attract the money. We all understand that money is energy. And we're going to go into why you're repelling it. We're going to go into why you're repelling money. Because when you begin to insult your business, and you insult your leaders, and you insult your downline, and you insult your isopulse because you only see 2 cycles, or you insult someone that has money, you begin to repel money. And we're talking about business, and we're talking about cycles, and we're talking about business volume. It's all money, right? Doesn't it equate to money? Your business is revenue. And when you speak out loud death or destruction to your own business, you repel everything that you're trying to acquire in your business. Does that make sense? I really want you to grasp it, because many of you are still gossiping about your downline, or you're gossiping about your upline, or you're gossiping about someone else, not even regarding the business. Maybe a customer. Every spoken word that you say, especially when you insult money, you repel it away from you. And that's why many of your businesses aren't growing, because idle words. How come my leader's not on this Zoom call tonight? Huh? How come they're not ordering? How come they can't stay active? All right. Watch those idle words when you speak out loud. So again, when we're talking about energy and magnetism, we need to make sure that our energy is at its highest in order to attract the people and the opportunities to us. And when your energy is high and you have no resistance, then you can be able to listen to God, listen to your higher self, listen to source energy that can then begin to take you to the next step. And I'm going to show you a specific example here in a minute, what happened with Paul and I. So let's say, for instance, energy has to be generated in our bodies. Energy has to be generated in our bodies. And everybody can understand that, especially when it's natural energy. For instance, the sun. When you walk out in the sun, you get beautiful energy on your body. When you ground, you take your shoes off and you touch the earth. That's called grounding or earthing. You raise your vibration, you raise your energy. When you drink water, if you're in my company and you're consuming the Isogenics products and you have high vibratory herbs in your body and you're removing the toxins, your energy levels go up. When you exercise, you're at your peak state, your energy goes up. When you listen to music, music is very powerful, by the way, guys. Music is very, very powerful in raising your vibration. I would not suggest listening to emotional, sad songs. That lowers your vibration. And many of you who are maybe you're breaking up with your boyfriend, you're breaking up with your girlfriend, you listen to these sad songs, that lowers your vibration. Never do that. When you are angry or you're yelling, right? That's another form of vibration. And we're talking about generating energy, natural, long-term sustaining energy. It's the water, it's the nutrition, it's the Isogenics products, because there is no GMOs. It is the highest superfood quality. I like gemstones or crystals. Also raises your energy. Writing or journaling, being in that state of gratitude. Hold on.
But how many of us can see that, a lot of times people are like, okay, I like what I see. I like the business. Now motivate me to do something.
Well, it doesn't actually work.
Or, I'm not happy because of this or that. I need something to make me happy. I need something to make me feel motivated. I need something to make me feel excited about this opportunity and where I'm going. But truly, the answer lies within. Happiness, motivation, ambition, drive, success, even in a real life scenario, success, the feeling of success is what makes you successful, right? You can feel successful right now. Right? A lot of people think that this has to happen, this has to happen, this has to happen, and then I can feel this way. Well, how about you just start feeling this way and then watch what happens? Because the attitude comes before the reward. You have to put the firewood in the fireplace before you get the heat. It doesn't work the other way around, right? So you have to generate it from within, and you can. So decisions about what you eat, decisions about what you mentally consume, decisions about what you listen to, decisions about, the people that you surround yourself with, decisions about what am I going to say about my business right now, decisions about what you focus on and what those things mean to you. These are all the small decisions we make 1,000 times a day that either lead us to the spiral up towards success or the spiral down towards inevitable failure or destruction or, hitting rock bottom.
Because when we're talking about energy, I'm talking about the vitality, the zest for life. When you walk into a room and you can feel the beautiful ambiance of a room, or you can walk into a room and go, ew. Like sometimes when you walk into Walmart. No, I'm serious. I'm being really serious, guys, because when you walk into a place where there's predominantly poverty consciousness, most people in there have poverty consciousness, you can feel the dead energy. So be really careful who you're spending time around, the places that you go to, because when you walk into Walmart and your energy decreases, you need to know that you need to regenerate your energy, because you need to always be at your peak state always. This is important because when we're talking about the spoken word, if your energy is not at its highest when you leave the house and you're only half-assed full, right? The power of someone else's spoken word will get to you. Somebody else's spoken word will piss you off. Somebody else's word who speaks death to you will lower your self-worth. When you leave the house, you better be at your top peak state, overflowing with all the amount of energy, that long-term sustainable, universal God force energy before you leave the house. And if you go to Walmart and that energy lowers, then you need to replenish the energy. This is important for you to understand, because if your energy is not always at its highest, someone else's spoken word will speak death to you. It will speak death to you, and then you go, I'm not worthy enough. I'm not good enough. I'm comparing myself. And then your energy goes down, and then you wonder why you're in a funky funk and you can't get yourself out. This is really, really important for you to understand. We're talking about energy magnetism, because now when your energy is at the highest, you're drinking your shakes, you've got your adaptogens, you're listening to peak state music, empowering music, you're saying your affirmations, you're going in front of the mirror going, I believe in myself. I believe in myself. I believe in myself. Miracles are happening. Miracles are happening now. I'm a money magnet. My power of my own words, I know how powerful they are. I believe in myself. I believe in my capabilities. I believe in the qualities. I believe the tools that I'm equipped with. I believe in my future. I believe in every single one of you. I believe in this training. I believe in Paul. I believe in our relationship. I believe in my own team. I believe in, what? I have permission. I am the one. I am the one to be leading. I am the one to be walking across that stage. I am the one. When you start saying these things out loud, the spoken word, your energy increases and you become impenetrable. What's the word?
10 feet tall.
10 feet tall and bulletproof. Nothing can get to you because nobody else's words can override your words. This is so important to understand. Some of you just leave the house half-assed and you let other people's words destroy you. The power of the spoken word is what you say is what changes your life. And when you start vocalizing it and you visualize your dream, your goals, and then you add emotion to it, positive emotion, this is when you start to manifest fast, super fast. When you have your vision board, for instance, and it's a stagnant vision board on the wall, and you never look at it, and you wonder why nothing on your vision boards come to fruition, it's because you're not visualizing correctly. We're going to teach you how to visualize correctly. Visualizing and embedding it into your subconscious mind, the things that you want, and then speaking it out loud and putting emotions behind it is what makes it come to fruition, is what makes it comes into reality. But when you are speaking things that speak death into yourself or into your life, you wonder why things are falling apart. I got my money stolen. That person's an idiot. That person pissed me off. All right? You keep talking about you don't have money. You keep talking about you don't have money. You keep talking about you don't have money. Guess what shows up? And then you get pissed off about not having money, or worse, you start to cry. You put emotion, the feeling behind it, as you're saying it out loud. Everything starts to fall apart. Everything begins to fall apart. So let me give you an example really quick, because if you saw one of my videos a few days ago, one of my goals is to become millionaire in action in my business. And this is what I'm talking about, the level of awareness that I want you to recognize. What is it on your vision board? What goal is it that you don't quite feel 100% certainty that it is yours? And I'm talking about conviction and passion that it's yours. Millionaire in action, I don't have 100% belief in myself. Not yet. Not yet. I want it, desire it, and I have passion to become millionaire in action, but I'm aware now that I feel that little wonky uneasiness inside myself about it. Here is how you change it. I have my affirmations. I have a mirror behind me, and when I can start speaking it out loud, I am a millionaire in action. I deserve to be a millionaire in action. I'm a millionaire in action. And I speak it out loud. I'm not whispering in my mind that I'm a millionaire in action. I'm speaking it out loud with emotion. I've got music in the background. My level of belief just kicked up a notch. Many of you may want to reach 2-star executive, for instance, or maybe you want that love life, but you keep the way to have more belief in acquiring that, the love of your life, or that 2-star rank advancement, is that you begin to say it. Because here's what's not in alignment. Your words and your feelings aren't in alignment yet. And that's okay, because whatever you're feeling can be overridden with the spoken word. So even though I don't feel like I'm millionaire in action, I can continue speaking that I'm millionaire in action until I begin to believe it. And it'll take me up to 66 days. 66 days to change a habit. Now, Paul was talking about you can change a habit within 21 days. Like if you want to drink 3 glasses of water, to change just a basic new habit takes about 21 days. But to change a behavior or a belief takes up to 66 days. So I know that I've got at least 66 days to work with myself, to work up that belief that I am a millionaire in action. Some of you may want to be 5-star executives, or you want to be a millionaire in this business, but you can feel the wonkiness, and you're like, oh, I don't really believe it. But I can continue speaking it, and speaking it until my level of belief reaches that next notch. And the next day, I'm going to say it again. And the next day, I'm going to say it again until I reach the 66th day. And now I'm jamming. Now that level of belief has reached that alignment with how I feel now. Because I've said it so much, you can override anything in your life by speaking it out loud. And that includes a dying business. That includes a love life that you don't have in your life, or if somebody stole your money, or if whatever it is that's happening in your life that you don't want. Well, stop talking about it first and speak about what you want now. So let me give you an example here, because when you're brand new into this business, or you're brand new into this new money consciousness thing, and you're like, I kind of believe in this law of attraction, but it's not really working a little bit, or you're brand new in this business and you're excited about this business and you're not exactly sure what to do. But we all know that we have to borrow belief. You have to borrow belief. Like many of you are borrowing Paul and I's belief right now. But in order to change your subconscious mind, you need 2 things. Remember all those rocks in your subconscious mind, and some of you have some really thick concrete in your subconscious mind?
These are your shovels right here.
These are your 2 shovels. You need to hear things, and you need to speak things. So this is what happens. Many of you get a book or you scroll through Facebook and you read positive quotes. Like that's your self-development. Many of you scroll through Facebook looking for positive quotes. That's your level of self-awareness or self-development. Or you'll read a book. What's more powerful is to hear a book, hear an audiobook, hear a podcast, hear Paul and I speak, going to events and listening. It's listening. And then if you can't hear an audiobook or hear a podcast, then that is your indication to speak what it is that you want. You either speak it or you hear it. Many of you are just reading. You're just looking. It's the words. And if you're deaf, you're using language. This is energy. Your hands are energy. You're speaking. That is still words. Is this making sense a little bit? Many of you just keep reading, scrolling through Facebook, and that's all the self-development that you're getting. That's not enough. Many of you want to become millionaires in this business, high functioning, people in society, or you want that love life, or you want an increased health and vitality and zest in your life, but you're still you're reading, or you're not saying anything, or worse, you're listening to death. You're listening to people speak death, or speak illness, or speak complaints, speaking gossip. You need to be very careful in watching your ears. Protect your ears. I can't tell you, me and Paul were just walking our schnauzer earlier, and I thought, wow, we had someone actually, and they didn't say it to us, but I heard someone say it to someone else. So you can imagine that's still going in my subconscious mind because I'm still hearing it. Speaking death about someone else's business. I'm still hearing it. Now I'm fearful that's going to happen to my own business. Whoa. You need to be careful who you are listening to, especially if they're gossiping about someone else, because that's going into your own subconscious mind. And I guarantee you, unconsciously, you may wonder, crap, is that going to affect my business?
These are the weeds that happen automatically. You don't even know that it's
happening.
Sneaking into your garden, but there it is. Somebody just threw a weed in there.
Let me give you an example. Somebody was talking about if people don't stay in this product page, their business is going to die. Someone else said to everyone else, if they don't stay in this product page and they don't stay in this business page, their own business is going to die. I heard them say death about other people. And now I'm wondering, well, crap, if I'm not in this product page, if I'm not in this business, is my own business going to die? It's in my subconscious mind. I didn't even realize it. So now if I'm not involved in that product page, if I'm not involved in that business page, now I'm wondering, crap, can I really do it? Can I really succeed in my own business? You have to be really careful who you are listening to. It's going into your own subconscious mind because you're hearing it. Protect your ears. Something that's so brand new in our team and it's really changing is that we only speak life. I know Susie and Fuzzy are in my business page, and Nancy and Kwan and Lindsay. We only speak life. We speak life into other people as they add their goals into our business page. We speak life into their goals for them and with them. I'm really, really aware of me not ever gossiping or speaking death about someone else, because that all boomerangs back. Your words boomerang back. And I really want you to be aware of that. You start speaking death about your own money situation, about your own business isn't growing. My cycles aren't growing.
Something even as meaningless and passing as a phrase like, well, I just don't know what to do. I don't know how to go executive. I am completely lost. Let's just say you said one of those things. I don't know what to do. Seed planted, but it's a weed.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That idle phrase that you put no emotion into, you don't think it's anything, but what it did was
affirm it.
It started reaffirming that you don't know what to do. So now in the future, you'll get exactly what you're asking for, which is, I don't know what to do. So the universe says, fine, you don't know what to do. We'll make sure that happens for you because that's what you just ordered.
Oh, this is, I hate this. I hate when people say this business is so hard. Have y'all heard this? It's so hard to build this business. It's going to take a lot of hard work.
Seed planted. Boom.
That is, I hate when people say that. Network marketing is the easiest thing that I have ever done in my life. I have bartended. I have waited tables. I have worked in a cardiologist's office. I have worked in in surgery. I have done a lot of things. Being a mother, that's hard. Network marketing is the easiest thing that I have ever done in my life. Do I work diligently? Do I work? Absolutely. It's called network marketing for a reason. But if you are not in network marketing, you're just trying to figure out what Paul and Annette do. Look how many people are on this call. 104 people. This is not accident. Network marketing works for sure. People's lives are being changed financially and physically in my company. But when people get on stage and they say, it takes hard work to build this business, and then you wonder why you're all struggling? I invite ease into my life. I invite ease into my life. And I attract success-minded, entrepreneurial-minded, collaborative, self-motivated, right? Self-independent people to me now.
You know, we were talking about this earlier in the week where, you know, I would always kind of laugh when I heard that from stage, like, oh, this business is, it's simple, but it's not easy, or it's, you know, this is hard work. And I'm kind of laughing inside. I'm like, really? This is the easiest money I've ever made in my life. I used to stand on a roof in the summer putting shingles on roofs for 18 hours a day. That was my life, 7 days a week. Like, I just can't even imagine anything like that was harder than the stuff that I did. I mean, I had ridiculous jobs, and then I get into this, and I'm like, all I have to do is share with people how to get healthy or wealthy, and then some say yes, some say no, and then I continue to grow the business. This is the easiest thing we've ever done, ever. But here's the other thing. Going in with that attitude, me talking to people, Lynette talking to people, we don't have this backstory energy in our head saying, this interaction is going to go so difficult. I don't know how to handle the objections. And then we start playing this game in our head, and then it ruins the interaction because people are like, why are you so weird? Why are you, you're talking to me about shakes, and why are you know, what's going on? So if you go into it, you're like, this is so easy. All I have to do is show them and share with them exactly what I know. You don't have to exaggerate. You don't have to make stuff up. You don't have to pretend, you know, that something exists when it doesn't. All you have to do is tell them the truth. Like, this is my experience. This is the experience. I know of some very good friends of mine, whoever that may be, whether they lost 100 pounds or they make $1 million a year or whatever. And then you just put it out there. They decide, guys. It's just like so easy to do this, and going in, inviting the easy in, automatically changes the interaction with the people that you speak with.
Be careful with your words, because some of you are new and you're trying to figure this business out, and you're like, I can't find my aces. I can't find those business builders. I can't find the people who want to build this business. Everybody keeps falling off. Nobody can stay active. These are idle words that you are actually affirming out loud, and it's coming to fruition, and it's continuing.
Let me give you a little insight on how Lynette and I think about our business. We know that since there's only one planet that we all live on, that our aces are literally walking around the earth right now. It's just a matter of time before the universe connects us. And it's already done. It's already done. It's already done. We don't have to do anything necessarily special or, magnificent to meet up with these people. They're already in our life. Now it's just timing to actually bring the invisible into the visible.
So let me show you an example. This is going to blow many of your minds right now because I'm about to show and share with you what Paul and I do in our team. So when you have what we call non-resistance, right? You're totally relaxed because you're going to be at a high peak energy state that you're on your A game and you can attract opportunities to you. You can attract people to you. No lie. Paul and I have, I'm not going to tell. Should I tell them?
I don't know what you're going to say.
On Friday, somebody's flying us out to LA.
Oh, yeah.
That literally came out today because I've been saying Paul and I we attract multiple streams of income. And somebody's flying us out to LA, but it's just because I'm in this non-resistant state. So there's two states. You can be at the high peak state and you can begin to attract people to you or opportunities to you, or you can be chilled out and totally relaxed, meditative, just chilling. Happiness, like if you're listening to happy music or you're laughing, that's also a state where you can attract. So Paul and I were on our way to Vegas, a few months back, and I'm going to a J-Lo concert. I love J-Lo, right? And we're both happy, and Paul puts on a YouTube video because it's called University on Wheels. You just kind of listen to some positive stuff. We're always listening to positive stuff, always in the car. And Paul puts on a phenomenal video by Darren Kidd. His name is Darren Kidd, D-A-R-I-N. Kidd is K-I-D-D. He's a bald guy, and he's a millionaire in another network marketing company. And we watched his video. I believe it's called Road to Success. Roadmap to Success is the specific YouTube video that I want you all to watch after you get off this call.
It might even say Roadmap to $900,000, something like that.
So he's a millionaire in network marketing, another company. And as we were listening to him, how he builds his business, he gave us one key tool, nugget, that Paul and I said, we both got chills. We knew because we're in that non-resistant state, wasn't a state of funky funk or wonkiness, we're just chilling, kind of happy. We're able to jump on that super highway to get information from the super conscious, if you will, maybe a little divine little hunch. Maybe you might call it intuition. Maybe you might call it, your heart speaking or heart tugging at you, a prompting, call it whatever you want. It was something coming down, and I know that was divine synchronicity when we saw that video, because that video gave us an action step. Because remember, you all know that when you have your action or your vision board, you don't have to know the how. You don't have to know the how. You just need to know the why and what you want. And the universe starts going, putting everything in place. So Paul and I wanted to take our business to the next level. And we got that little hunch, that little prompting, the little divine synchronicity to watch this video. And the video told us to use magazines.
To use physical tools.
To use physical tools.
Mm-hmm. The
exact magazine that he uses to go millionaire is the exact same magazine that's in my company. What? Say what? He gives people magazines because many of us in our company, we like to use digital tools. Digital, like a video. This right here has changed our business. A physical magazine that we give to everybody. 4 to 5 magazines a day, because this magazine features my company beautifully. It talks about the industry, Body Challenge. It talks about the co-founders. It talks about the products.
It talks about Start for Life.
It talks about Start Your Life. It talks about how much people earn, the success stories. This is a walking.
And we even include a little sample. That's just what we do.
That's what we do.
But let me ask you guys, what is a launch party? What is a launch party for? To literally go over all of the information that's in this magazine, right? This is a tasting with the information that you would present at a launch party, all wrapped up into a nice little package.
Because when you start involving the emotions, taste, smell, and when you read the stories, it becomes emotional. Oh, that's so powerful. That's so powerful. You can't just build your business on Facebook. Now, I've built majority of my business on Facebook, but you do need to have a balance between belly to belly and using social media.
3 to 5 lead flows, guys.
You shouldn't be having 3 to 5 lead flows. But many of you only have 1 lead flow, and you're building all your business, putting all your eggs in one basket just on Facebook. And then I'm watching many of you, and you talk about product, health transformation, body transformation, product, recipe, food. None of you talk about money.
You wonder why you're not attracting business builders.
Some of you really have this little funky funk thing. You know that feeling because you're like, I'm not talking about money. I'm not talking about money and the business opportunity on my page. Why not? Ask yourself, why not? Does it make you uncomfortable? And then again, ask yourself, where is that coming from? Where is that uneasiness of not being able to talk about the business opportunity on your page or out loud when you're meeting with someone belly to belly?
Let me just throw this in there. A lot of people, when they start out, or let's say they have actually learned how to cycle a time or two in a week, right? Every week. A lot of people still don't post about the business or the money aspect because they're like, well, I only make $100 a week. Like nobody's going to get inspired by that. Really? Why don't you give me that $100 you're making every week, right?
That's residual.
Right? Are you saying
residual.
that doesn't make a difference in your family's life, so it wouldn't make a difference in other people's families' life? That we know is a lie.
Well, we know also it's a fact that divorce rates are gone up tremendously, and if people could just earn an additional $500 a month, it would save their marriage. And you think 1 or 2 cycles a week is nothing?
But what I'm saying is, for you to talk about it, you're thinking, well, I only make $100 a week. Who's going to get inspired by that? Who cares? Here's the other part of that, right? Number one, don't make the decision for them. They might care, right, about $400 a month. Number two, pay no attention to the visible. Your visible life. Pay no attention to it. The fact that you're making $100 a week in cycle money right now, it doesn't matter because in your head, you're seeing that you're making $5,000 a week. You're seeing that you're making $10,000 a week. I can assure you that when Lynette and I started, even when we made our very first commission, which was $24.50.
I was depressed, by the way. Paul was freaking excited. He was like,
I was jumping out of the house.
He was like Tom Cruise on the couch. Yeah, $24. And I'm like, what? What's the? Because Paul was like, if we make $24, then we can make $240. If we can make $240, then we can make $2,400 a week. If we can make $2,400, booyah, we can make $20,000 a week. And I'm like, oh, yeah, okay.
It just confirmed to me that it was working. But in addition to that, we knew that we were not getting into this business to make $24 a week. We were getting in this business to make a fortune. We're getting in this business to make 6 figures a month. So obviously, in order to make 6 figures a month, we started imagining, what would it be like to make $1,000 a week in this business? What would it be like to make $4,000 or $5,000 a week in this business? We know of stories where people are making $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a week in our company. I mean, this was blowing our mind, but we latched on to those powerful thoughts. And that's what we presented out to the posts. 2 things
when you visualize, when you imagine, 2 things I need you to remember is yourself and the word already. Let's just say, for instance, you want a car. You want to attract a car. You desire a car, a BMW, for instance. You're working hard in your business, or you're working diligently in your business to earn the BMW.
You even got it on your vision board. You got a picture of the car.
Oh, it's black with black interior. You know exactly you want the 6 Series BMW. But when you visualize, this is really, really important. I need you to circle this on your piece of paper because many of you aren't dream building. Many of you aren't visualizing correctly. When you visualize that BMW, you don't just visualize the physical BMW. You need to be inside that BMW. You need to put your hands on the steering wheel. You need to be in the leather seats, and you need to push the radio button, and you need to put your foot on that pedal and feel that, or actually go to a BMW dealership and smell the leather. Be inside that BMW, and then you need to say, I already have this BMW. I am already a 4-star crystal executive, golden circle executive. I am already attracting the love life, the person in my love life. I am already there. You never say, I will be. I'm going to be. That's still in the future. Your subconscious mind needs to know now.
Guys,
you are already there.
When we realized how powerful that was, if you state a goal that I will be a 4-star golden circle, I will be a 4-star golden circle, the universe is not conspiring ways to figure out how you can be a 4-star golden circle present day right now. The universe is conspiring for ways that you will continue to become that 4-star, meaning you will still will yourself in the future to become that goal, right? So if you're saying with the BMW, I will have that car, then you will continue to have it in the future. It will never actually show up.
It will never come to you.
Because you're putting it out in the future, so that's what the universe does. It agrees with what you're saying.
Or worse, I'm trying to get the BMW. I'm trying to get to 4-star executive. I'm trying. Well, you're going to continue to try. Mm-hmm. Don't ever say try. It is you already have it. It's already. And then you visualize yourself already acquiring it. Or you already visualize yourself walking across the stage. If I want to become millionaire in action, now I'm speaking it out loud. I am already millionaire in action. And then I visualize Paul and I going to isafyi.com/recognition. I already know the website. And I see my picture showing up. I imagine already what I need to do. Or let's say you want to be a 4-star executive. You need to imagine, you need to have your picture. This is what we do in our team. I have my team put a picture of themselves, because you need to attach yourself to what it is that you want. Then they need to put 4-star executive underneath their picture, and they need to have the exact amount that they are going to earn underneath there. The specific numbers is really important too, as well as the specific date. Right?
But how many ways can you confirm that you are a 4-star? So number one, can you put a picture together of an isopulse that shows 60 cycles a week with your name at the top, and it's confirming that in your mind, right? Can you imagine or put a picture together of your back office tree that shows the volume on one side, which is 36,000, and then the volume on the other side, which is 18,000, which equals 4-star.
I made my own isopulse with the cycles that I want, how many executives that I want. I'm imagining getting that pin in the mail. You know that black envelope that you get with the pin and the certificate? Imagine that 4-star pin or whatever that you want, it's coming in the mail. You need to visualize these things.
But you want to hit it every level. So you hit it on the isopulse. You hit it in the back office tree. You see it happening there. You see it happening in the recognition picture.
Play some music in the background. I get into it. I like walking around in my power heels across the living room going, I believe in myself. I am a millionaire in action. Even though I don't believe it yet, but after like 5 minutes, I am all into it. I am into it. And I do this every day, several times a day. Some of you are just looking at your vision board. You made the vision board and then you walk off and you never look at it again, and you wonder why things aren't coming to fruition on your vision board. Man, look at that thing. Feel with it. Use it as a screensaver. Some of you probably saw my video on my personal page on Facebook. I turned my screensaver on my computer into my vision board. So now when I sit at my computer for just a few minutes, instead of me scrolling and wasting time on Facebook, nobody likes to do that. I spend time visualizing and dream building and making my vision board come alive. And then I put emotion behind it. Sometimes I cry because I know that I can create my life through my words. Creating my life, that is so powerful when I can create my life. Here is a true, God-honest story. Many of you know that I wanted my Range Rover. I had it on my vision board for 4 years. And I wanted that. I visited car dealerships and
I took some car dealerships for that.
I remember on 4th of July when everybody was eating hot dogs and partying on 4th of July, Paul and I visited a dealership late at night because we didn't have any money, we didn't have any credit to get a car right then, but we snuck there at night and we took pictures.
Taking pictures, standing by the car.
Hoping that maybe one of the doors would open up. If it was unlocked, they didn't lock it.
Alarm goes off.
And I would just, and then we'd go there maybe the next day when it was open and I could just smell the leather and put my hands on the steering wheel. And last year, Paul and I went to the dealership.
This month, yeah.
Exactly 1 year ago.
Like right now.
And I said, Paul, can we just go dream build? I want to go just see a Range Rover. Let's just go see if the dealership has a Range Rover. And he goes, okay. And when we drove on the parking lot, there was only a gray one. I didn't want a gray one. I wanted black on black. Black on black. That's what I wanted. And they didn't have it. And so Paul turned around and started to drive off. And I say, no, go back. We'll go ask them if they have one on maybe at another dealership and they can transfer it over. And so we're at CarMax. For some reason they had a Range Rover there. And we found a black Range Rover at another CarMax dealership in San Diego. And
I thought it was South Carolina. But...
South Carolina, yeah. Because it took like 30 days for it to deliver. And my credit is bad. And I knew conventionally that I couldn't get that BMW, the Range Rover. My credit was bad. I had the money because we were already, 5 stars in our company.
My credit, don't look at that. That was not existent.
And I swear they didn't run our credit. They didn't ask how much we made.
They didn't ask for proof of income.
They didn't ask for proof of income. And after about an hour, we filled out some forms, and he folded up the forms and put it in a little envelope, and he goes, okay, it'll be about 30 days before the car arrives. And I looked at Paul and I said, did we just get a car?
It was the most bizarre feeling in the world. Because they didn't check anything. And they're like, yeah, just fill this out, fill this out, fill this out.
And I got a low interest rate. I was like, how did this all happen? And we walked out of that dealership and we thought, we're not going to ask.
We're not going to say anything because they may have made a mistake and we don't want to jinx this.
And the freaking car showed up 3 weeks later. True story. When you want something, the universe will start conspiring and make it happen for you, and you won't even know how. Yes. I wasn't supposed to get that car, but I was supposed to get it because I wanted it, and I visualized it, and I got emotional.
She saw herself in it.
I saw myself in it.
I mean, that was the back wallpaper on our phones, on our computers. We saw it all day, every day. I mean, this is something that was consuming us in a positive way. It really drove us.
You can't go into a car dealership without them checking your income and checking your credit. They didn't check either one. I still don't know how that happened, but anyway.
It's not about the car. It's about the principle of manifestation, the law of manifesting your desires. And the law is you visualize it, you verbalize it, you emotionalize it. It doesn't matter anything else. It doesn't matter. That's why you always hear it doesn't matter the circumstances. It just matters what you do with those things, how you interpret these things. Well, truly that's the case because the circumstances don't matter. The fact that you have crappy credit doesn't matter. The fact that, that they're not checking anything and we could be random strangers off the street, which I guess we were. It didn't matter.
But no, prior to this happening, Paul and I went to several other dealerships and tried to get the BMW, and we got denied, and it didn't happen.
She must want a BMW. She keeps saying.
Oh, sorry, Range Rover.
Guess what's next?
But every time that it was denied, I knew that something better was coming. I knew it. So I just said, Paul, it's not meant to be. So I'm in that state of non-resistance. I'm not trying to figure out why I didn't get approved or anything like that. I thought, oh, the universe wants me to have something else.
But that is a fundamental belief that we both have is if something doesn't work out, we know that it's for something better. It it's actually for a reason, right? We just don't know the reason, nor should we question it. We should just take it on full confidence that the reason this isn't working is because something better is coming.
So I don't know how we got sidetracked. Back to the magazine, guys. This is a phenomenal way to prospect or to help someone understand what you do in Isogenics or whatever company that you have. Hopefully your company has something very similar to a magazine. Because you don't have to verbal vomit. You don't have to explain. You don't have to ask if they're on Facebook, although we always follow up to make sure that they're on Facebook. But I can always leave this beautiful, it's shiny. Nobody's going to throw this thing away. Well, Paul and I have neon labels at the bottom. We just have our name. We just have our phone number and how to find us on Facebook. You can add whatever you want, but we keep it simple. And it's like a gift. We're like, here, just take it. And they go home. And you can always tell because they hold it like this. And they're like, they don't want to give it away. And our verbiage is, let's just say if we're out to dinner and the waiter does an amazing job, we always ask small talk. We always compliment and ask a question. If you followed us on Periscope, we always say that, right?
Same thing.
We compliment and ask a question. It's the exact same thing. Ask them, how long have you worked here? Do you enjoy working here? Do you do anything outside of waiting tables? Just let them small talk. It's all about them. And then we compliment them and say, you did a phenomenal job tonight, and we just want to give you something. We want to give you this magazine. We hope you'll take it, right? Inside this magazine features our company, and you would be phenomenal at what we do. Well, what do you do? Take a look at the magazine. It'll explain my company. It'll explain everything. Our information is at the bottom, right? So this is what I'm saying. And at the same time, Paul is grabbing his phone going, hey, are you on Facebook or Instagram? Maybe we can connect. So we still do everything, the 4 F's or whatever, right? If we're talking about Periscope, but we're always complimenting and asking a question, telling them that they would be phenomenal at what we do. But I'm always on the forefront of my mind. I have money consciousness. Like I know this is my next ace. This is my next phenomenal business builder who sees the vision that Paul and I see in this business.
So
right?
we were at dinner last night. And we have already talked to probably every server in that place.
They're the best to practice, servers and bartenders.
Right, so that's fine. But still, we carry our tools with us. We carry the magazine with us. And then on the way out, and the reason I'm saying is because you can't get it wrong. Guys, just get the magazines out. Get the tools out. Like, create the interaction. It's not about the magazine. It's about the interaction, right? So we were leaving, and somebody was sitting outside because they had a little seating outside. And they had a shaker cup with a green top, and it looked like Isogenics green, like from our company. So then, Lynette gets in the car and close the door, and she's like, "Oh, see that shaker cup? I wonder what, if that's Isogenics." I'm like, "Let me go find out."
That's Paul for you. I'm like, ah!
So it was two girls standing there. One was sitting, and the other one was kind of talking to her, and she had like this notebook open and the shaker cup. Now, clearly, anybody in the world who walked by that table saw in the shaker cup that it was water and ice. Clearly, there's no question about it.
Could be vodka.
It could be vodka. So important. But my genius brain decided to use that. So I went up to them, and I'm just like, I kind of peek around. They're looking at me kind of weird. And I'm like, hey, what are you drinking in the shaker bottle? It's clearly water and ice, right? But that's not the point. The point is just to get the conversation going. Then I'm like, oh, well, she's like, yeah, it's just water. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'm like, it looked like one of our company shaker bottles. Like, what does it say on the side? And it turns out it was from actually another network marketing company, which is funny because they're using the same colors. And I'm like, oh, they have like meal replacements too? And she's like, yeah, but I don't use them. My friend, she was nice. She gave me the shaker bottle, but I don't really use them. I'm like, I got some for you. You know what? It's probably better off. Those aren't really good shakes anyway. Hold on one sec. Let me grab something for you.
So Paul goes to the car because we have a stack of these in the car. And he gives both, it's a mother-daughter duo, and gives them both a magazine. How easy was that? But then the mother says to me, she's like, this is so weird because I was just talking to my very best friend about the fact this morning
that we need to do something to get our health straight because we have no idea what we're doing and we're completely lost.
Again,
so
divine synchronicity, right? When you're in that non-resistant state, opportunities start opening up for you. But as many of you probably heard Peter Kelly say, you go first, then the universe goes further. Mm-hmm. You got to take that first step. So if it wasn't for Paul going, what's in that shaker cup, right? That was his first action step, just asking a benign question. And then it opened to the point where we're able to give 2 magazines away. And the mom did. She held it. She was like this. I don't know why they do that. Watch them. They'll hold them like it's a gift.
So now the next question is, people are like, well, how do I like get their information? Isn't that going to be weird? Not if you don't make it weird. So I make it. I just start laughing about them. Like, yeah, check out this magazine. Our company's featured in it. There's a sample there too. You're gonna love it. And for what you just said you're looking for, this is gonna be the perfect fit. So how do I get a hold of you? Like, are you on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, LinkedIn, Twitter? I was like, how can I find you? I'm on all of them. And they started laughing. I was kind of saying it with a little laugh. And she's like, oh yeah, I'm on Instagram. And her daughter, she was like, I'm on Facebook. So I got both their information. It's not awkward at all. It's like, okay, how can I find you? Give them the phone. They do the thing, find themselves, send the request. They both friended me back. We're in interaction now. This just happened last night. So when people are like, well, how do I get contact information from them? Just ask. Just ask. That's it. You've just given them something, and then now you can ask for something in return. There's other slick techniques, but I'm not slick, so I can't use them. I just don't do them. Like, you know what? If you call me, like, how would I recognize your number? What's the number that you're going to call from? That's one thing that I've heard in the field. But it just depends on what works for you. So as long as I have some way, right, some way to connect with them, now my responsibility is not to sell them on Isogenics. My responsibility is to find reasons to stay in touch with them. And the relationship will begin to blossom. So many of you heard, have the intention when you're going out to meet someone. Yes, have the intention, but now speak the intention out loud so the universe or God can hear you and make things move and make a way for you. So Paul and I now say, when we go out about, yes, I hate bringing purses, but because I want to build my business, I will bring a big ass purse, put the envelope in there. Paul even got a man purse, a satchel. Okay, it's like, what is it? Indiana Jones. It's like a man bag, Indiana Jones. Whatever. It's like totally cool. So he carries a magazine, I carry a magazine, and we say out loud, we're contacting 2 people today. We're getting rid of these 2 magazines to 2 aces today. I find my aces today. Like, we go out and have fun with it, right? Have fun with it, because when you're giving these magazines out, don't just be lighthearted. Just say, hey, like one lady at our favorite coffee shop was walking to the dumpster to throw some trash out. And I said, hey, Nelly, have you seen this magazine? She's like, no, what is it? Well, our company is featured in here. And I think it'd be really great. I'd love to get your feedback. That's benign. I love saying that. I'd love to get your feedback. Sure, people love giving their feedback. Mm-hmm. Just keep it lighthearted. And here's a free sample. I'd love to get your feedback on the taste of our shakes. I love the strawberry. I think you'd like it too. Right? So another thing I want to actually confirm that we know this is true. Lynette said they're not going to throw this away. They're not. This is shiny. It's got a lot of information. It's cool. We know this is true. In fact, we've come across multiple people that we've given magazines to, and they're like, what's funny? It's funny that you're here today because I was literally looking through the magazine today. She did say that. Yep. Yeah. This just happened the other night, right? And we've had it happen a handful of times before. I was literally looking at the magazine today thinking about, I need to talk to you guys more about this. Guys, the reason that we're telling you this is because, do we use digital? Absolutely. Do I connect with them on social media? Yes, absolutely. Will I connect with them through their phone if they are open to that? But there's something about that physical tool that doesn't disappear from their life. You can touch it. You're evolving your senses, because digital, you can forget about the digital. Some people don't always get on Facebook. Some people don't even check your product page if you add people in there. But a physical tool. I mean, this particular lady, the magazine was literally sitting in her house. It was like staring at her, like, "Hey, Paul and Annette, they want you to look at it." Like, there's no way out of it unless they throw it out and they're just not interested. That's fine. We don't need those people anyway. But the people that actually, they'll take it and then they put it in the car next to them on their way home. Guess what? It's in the car. It's right there staring at them saying, okay, I got to check it out. And then there's a shake. Okay, I'm going to drink the shake.
She's. This is important also to brand yourself on Facebook, because now she's Facebook stalking me. She's like, I don't know exactly what you do, but I want more information. And here's another tip when you're talking about intention. Have your contact list book with you always. There's power in when you write people's names down. It's an energetic connection. So when you write your contact list, you don't do it with the intention of, oh my God, I'm going to call them. We'll work on that. But for right now, just make it a practice of 2 to 3 people that you would love to have in your business. They may not be ready. You don't have to contact them right now, but it's the physical, energetic connection of writing their name down. Every person that Paul and I give a magazine to, I write their name down, maybe where I met them. If they said something about their 3-year-old toddler, they have to go to South Phoenix to go pick them up, and they work at Sprouts as an employee. I'll write a little bit of notes, but I always have a magazine in my contact list in my purse, always. This is your business Bible, if you will.
Now guys, right? Keep in mind.
Yes, it's hot pink.
Building your contact list is not people that you only give magazines to. It is people that you have any interaction with them at all. In fact, Lynette and I get a kick out of meeting somebody randomly with no discussion of Isogenics or the magazine at all. And then we meet them, we know we're going to see them again, and then we turn and walk away, and we say to each other, they're going to be in our business. They just don't know it yet. And we laugh.
And I'm speaking that out loud, right?
We laugh, and then we add them to the list. Add them to the list. Guess what? If you make it to the list, you're either signing up or you're dying. That's the only way you get off the list.
Yep. That's it.
So if you make it to our list, well, it's just a matter of when, not if.
So it's already 7:15. I know we talked a whole lot. I wanted to kind of open this up to see if you guys have any questions. Did any of this make sense to you? I kind of hope that we kind of tied everything together, that when you visualize and verbalize and emotionalize, things start to shift in your business. Never speak death about your own business, about your own finances. Never insult money, insult your business, insult people in your business. That's all tied to money. Respect money. That's why we talked about last week, to start clearing your purse and your wallet. Respect what houses money. Start clearing your house and cleaning your house, because energy is money, and money needs to flow. The energy of money needs to flow through your house. If your house is cluttered and disgusting and it's messy, you have stagnant energy. So just keep things free flowing, keep it going, have non-resistance within yourself, keep your energy high, drink your water, drink your shakes, your superfood nutrition, keep your own energy high by listening to positive, uplifting music, verbalize out loud that you believe in yourself, verbalize out loud that I am a millionaire in action, I am already a millionaire in action. Start to visualize yourself inside that car. Visualize yourself walking through your luxury home. Visualize yourself on that motorcycle that you want. Visualize you and your family going to Paris, France, or Thailand, or whatever. Visualize you and your family. If you're having trouble with you and your spouse, your beloved, then visualize and speak out loud that your relationship now turns loving, and my spouse respects me and I respect them. Speak things to existence even if you don't feel it, because your feeling will become in alignment with your words when you say it enough. Give yourself 66 days before you change that behavior. And then you'll begin to remove those rocks and the cement and the weeds from your subconscious mind, because the only 2 ways that you can change your subconscious mind is through hearing something or speaking something. Don't just read things and stop scrolling through Facebook, wasting time. Build your business, create your life by speaking your life into existence, speaking your goals out loud. I don't care how silly you sound. Put those freaking heels on, put your power shoes on, and walk across the house. And own it and say to yourself, I believe in myself. I'm equipped. I have the qualities. I love my life. I love my business. I love my leaders. I love my future. I love Isogenics. I love my spouse. I believe in myself. I am worthy. I am necessary. I am needed, and I am the one. I am the one to walk across that stage. I am the one. I am the one. I am a child of God. I am part of divine intelligence. I am worthy. I am needed. I am necessary. I am amazing. I am beautiful. I'm attractive. And I am so divine, and I'm a diva. Say these things to yourself over and over out loud and have fun with it. And stop saying death about yourself. Stop doing that. You are all worthy to receive abundance. It is your divine right to receive abundance and prosperity. It is your divine right to have it all in this business. This business is unlimited. Jim Coover, who is the designer of our compensation plan, there is enough for all of us. Do you believe that? There is enough for all of us and more. Attract abundance into your life by speaking abundance into your life. Money is only energy. We don't have a problem with saying, I am health. I am love. Now say, I am money. I am abundance. And I am prosperity. And you need to believe that. Many of you don't believe that you deserve money. And that's some deep rocks in your subconscious mind that we're going to start chipping away, because you deserve money. You deserve abundance. You deserve love. You deserve beautiful friendships. Jen Nash, I see you. You deserve it all. Lacey, you deserve it all. Isaiah, I see you all. Mark, I see you all. Jenny, Sandy, Rosalind, you deserve. And I want you to start saying it in front of the mirror out loud. And it's going to sound uncomfortable and it's going to look uncomfortable. But I promise after day 2, you're going, I believe in myself. I believe in myself. I am already a 2-star crystal executive. I am already a millionaire in action. I am already walking across that stage. I am already an industry trainer. I am already a best-selling author. I am already a beautiful wife. I am already. What is it that you want? But speak it out loud. And many of you keep speaking death, because we're talking about accumulated repetition. You say something long enough and it comes to fruition. You manifest it. But many of you keep talking death in an accumulated repetition manner. My business isn't growing. My business isn't growing. My business isn't growing. My leaders suck. You keep speaking death.
I haven't found my leaders yet.
Yeah.
Why isn't anybody doing anything? I don't know who to talk to. Where are all the people at? I mean, this literally is stacking the cards against you. You do it to yourself. That's not fair. Stop doing it. Yeah. Start speaking life. Good job, babe. We just rocketed it to 7-star. What's up?
Paul, I literally do that every day. Good job, babe. With 7-star.
Boom!
Like we are already there. We're already there. Or actually what we say is we went 6-star and blew past 6-star and went 7-star. Good job, babe. Boom! Have fun with this. Have fun with this.
Guys, I can assure you, you can have this same conversation with the person in the mirror, but you're not going to know who that person is for a little while. But the more that you say it, now you'll start recognizing the person in the mirror as the ideal you who is now manifested before your very eyes. If you don't feel loved, I love you. If you don't believe in yourself, I believe in you, because I know that every one of you can have and do and be whatever it is that you want. But if you don't believe it, start speaking it first. And I promise you will begin to believe it, right? Put on some power music, put on your power heels, your power shoes, barefoot, I don't care, but walk. Because what happens, there's a connection between your mind and body. It is so important to move the body. If you're not exercising, I'm telling you right now, you need to exercise. You need to move that stagnant energy. Lift weights, get strong, because it takes energy
to be on this call for you. It takes energy to build your business. It takes energy to get on a 3-way call. It takes energy to get on your product page. It takes energy to get on Facebook and post. It takes energy to do anything. And if you live a stagnant, stationary life, you are not bringing strength and energy into the physical body. The physical body and the mental body must be in alignment. Move the body. I don't care if you have to just swim or walk or get some 5-pound weights and just be. I've got weights behind me right here, and I just move.
Jack Canfield has a brilliant thing for people that have issues with exercise. He said he had us all stand up, and you just do this for like 10 minutes. Start breathing. You just kind of shake your body up and down, up and down. But imagine you're standing, right? You're kind of bouncing up and down, just slightly, your whole body. Before you know it, after about a minute of doing this, you're like, my body's coming alive. I feel more energetic. I feel more like out, like in connected with the energies of the world. But guys, there's a philosophy that I live by, and it's eat, move, sleep, and speak, not necessarily in that order, but are you taking care of those 4 things? This is where the energy of your state comes from. Are you eating correctly? For our company, this is a no-brainer. We're like built to eat right. Are you moving? Get moving. You have to create motion to create positive emotion, right? Mm-hmm. Are you sleeping correctly so you can recharge your battery? A lot of you will leave the house you won't leave the house unless your phone is fully charged, but you'll leave the house at the drop of a hat with your glass half full. And you wonder why throughout the day you're like running on empty. You literally set it up like that. You have to charge yourself up on a daily basis, and sleep is the best way to do it, along with moving and eating, and then speaking into existence your very next reality. Because once you start speaking it, if you tell yourself a lie long enough, you'll believe it. And here's how I know that. Because you've been lying to yourself that you couldn't do it. You've been lying to yourself that this is too hard. You've been lying to yourself that you don't know what to do. You've been lying to yourself that you don't have the people or the connections or the resources. For decades, you've been lying to yourself, telling yourself these lies. But if you start changing the lies, if you become a positive liar, then you'll start to believe those things. And how do you lie to yourself? The fastest way possible is to start speaking it into existence until you become it. And stand in front of the mirror and you will become it even faster.
Mike and Sonia, I want you to get in front of the mirror tonight. I want you both to say, I am already a START ambassador. I am already a START ambassador. People love us. We inspire people. We're rocking it. We are the next START ambassador. And you keep saying it until you believe it. You keep saying it.
Say that your business is maxed out.
Yes.
Say that you're going to have 1,000 people at Celebration next year. I mean, these are kind of things that you could just pull out of thin air and then manifest, and it will become reality.
Okay. So we can get on a tangent. We can go all night. Please be careful before you go to bed each night what you put into your subconscious mind, because the subconscious mind before you go to sleep there is no resistance. You're at sleep. You're totally relaxed. And if the last thing that you see on your phone, because many of you, I know you do it, you start scrolling through Facebook and then you put it down and go to sleep. That's the last thing on your subconscious mind.
And the worst.
So instead, have your affirmations and read your affirmations before you go to bed, or speak out loud and just say, I am already a START ambassador, or I am already a millionaire in action before you go to bed. Feed your subconscious mind, because it's the best time to absorb things, because you're about to go to sleep. There's no resistance whatsoever. So if you have any questions, we're going to open up the line a little bit. I hope that we inspired you tonight, that you have complete control of your own business. And if your business isn't growing, it is your fault, because you spoke whatever it is. You spoke whatever death into your own business right now, or into your own life, or into your own finances right now. So tonight, if you wasn't on the call last week, we are beginning right now to take 100% control of our own life, our own finances, our own relationships. By speaking it into existence, we control the words. And when we know the power and the divinity of our own words, No other words from someone else has dominion over you. You call the shots. You say what it is that you want in your own life by your own words. Nobody else's words has dominion over you. Over you. Okay? So remember that. So we love you all. We believe in all of you. I believe in this one team. I believe in this company more than anything and more than ever before. Questions? Fuzzy? Open it up. It's all you, baby. There he goes. Mr. Ed Manning.
Just wanted to bless both of you for having such impeccable integrity, honesty, and transparency. That is huge.
Love you guys.
Thank you.
Love you more. Thank you, thank you, thank you for always believing in us and supporting us. Thank you. Anybody else? Just unmute yourself because I can't see everybody. Kawan.
Hey, that was a fantastic call, or conference, I should say. I haven't been on a conference that powerful in a long time, and you guys brought the heat tonight, and it felt really, really good. I appreciate it. I'm grateful for you guys, and hey, keep doing the good work.
Wow, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
It's just because we want everybody to win. We want everybody to win. We are fortunate enough to experience the freedom that this business can offer. We're fortunate enough to experience the real life success that we literally live every day, and we know that there's so much more to come. But we want this and so much more for everybody that we come across. Even complete strangers, where we see the potential immediately. We're like, wow, if they see the vision, it's lights out. Everybody wins. They can change thousands of lives.
Protect your ears. Just really quick, remember to protect your ears. If you hear other people gossiping, I don't want to hear it, because you don't want anything to dilute your subconscious mind anymore. Okay?
That's a quick question.
Yes.
I just totally love this. Thank you. Fell in love with you guys on Periscope last year. I'm not even in your team, but it doesn't matter. I just love you so much.
You are now one team.
And what I wanted to say is that I'm really going to need to hear this again. And thank you for recording it. And where can we find it? And can I share it with my team?
Absolutely. Yes. I don't know how to record this. I guess we can.
You have been recording it.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll put the link. Is there a link?
Yeah,
there will be a link.
We'll figure out how to share it. Yeah.
So I'll share it, I guess, on my page.
Oh, great. Thanks. Yeah, I follow you, so I'll find it. Thank you. I can't wait to share it. It's so amazing.
I wish we would have recorded last week. I was on fire last week.
You're on fire this week, too.
I love talking about the superconscious and the subconscious. I'm like, ooh, that's some nerdy stuff.
Well, there's no shortage of Ionic Supreme and E-shots, so I'm sure we'll be on fire.
Speaking of Ionic Supreme, really quickly, I love the liquid Ionic Supreme because it's been filtered through clear quartz crystal. And if you know me, I'm like all about crystals and the high vibratory of that special gemstone. John Anderson, he knew what he was doing. So if you've ever been to John Anderson's ranch, he's got gemstones all over the freaking place. But there is something very special and healing about the clear quartz crystal. That's why I really prefer the liquid. Just a little side note. So, anything else? Anybody else? Judy Vines is on. Love you. Robin's on. So many people on. Lindsay Kramer. Kasha. I believe in you all.
Guys, thanks so much for jumping on board.
Laura. Oh my God. I love you guys. Randy Vinay. Look at that.
But let's really focus on changing our words, changing what we say about ourselves, changing when we see those weeds creep up. How fast can we pull them out and replace it with something else, something nourishing for our life, our business, our existence?
Really quickly before we get off, when Jim Coover announces that we will be the largest health and wellness company in the world, can you see the power in that when he speaks that?
It's not if.
Isagenix will be the largest health and wellness company in the world. That's powerful stuff. He is the master of visionary. He's a visionary, right? So he envisions it, he speaks it, and you know he has beautiful emotions behind it. It's coming to fruition. This company is not going anywhere. We're a $1 billion company. So, okay, that's it. We love you all. Good night, and we'll bring it again next Wednesday too. So
Thank you.
we appreciate each and every one of you on tonight. We love you all.
If you guys have any questions, we're always reachable, so go ahead and
just message Paul and I anytime. I try to get to all the messages as fast as I can, but don't feel embarrassed or like you can't reach out. Right?
Thank you guys so much.
You're welcome, Nancy. All right. Bye, guys. We're ending it.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lynette. Thank you, Paul.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.